So you want to get a remote closing job so you can make 10K a month, but you also don't want to sound cringy and be like, hey, let me close for you. Trust me, I was in your shoes once. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step strategy to land your first remote closing job, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the exact script that helps all my students crush it. So first, you need to understand that this isn't a job where you're working at the ice cream shop and you're just scooping ice cream, okay? Business owners and influencers obviously want somebody that takes themselves and their job seriously. I mean, think about it. If your Instagram account has a profile picture that's anime and all your posts are you getting wasted at the club with your friends, do you really think that somebody wants to hire you? And I'm not saying that your Instagram profile has to look super professional or that you have to have something special written in your bio. I mean, when I was first starting, my Instagram account was actually private. I think the first thing that you have to realize is that when you're doing outreach, there actually isn't that much competition. I mean, most people out there are just copy and pasting the same message over and over again. They're not even mentioning the business owner's name or personalizing the message even a little bit. So there really is no strong competition out there. I've personally gotten some really bad messages of people that don't even follow me, messaging me, telling me, they love my post, and they love what I'm doing, and then they start pitching themselves. What's even worse is the follow-up messages. Ask yourself, if you were the business owner or if you were the influencer and you received this message, would it come across as needy, or is this somebody that you would actually want to hire? I think the next biggest mistake is people drastically underestimate how many DMs they have to send. Like, there are people that pat themselves on the back because they sent 10 copy and paste messages once last week. That's not nearly enough. It is so crazy how little people try and then they complain about not being on an offer yet. I cannot stress this enough. The more messages you send, the more offers you're going to receive. Like, seriously, just sit down, think about it for a second. These are influencers that you're reaching out to. They have tons of followers. They're definitely getting tons of DMs a day. There's a good chance that your DMs are going to get lost. There's a good chance they're going to be ignored. And there's a good chance that the person that you're messaging actually happens to be a DM setter themselves. When I first started out, I was probably sending 100 DMs a day. I would send them while I was walking to class. I would send them while I was walking on the treadmill. And that's really why I got a job within 4 days of outreach. The more messages you send, the more responses you're going to get. The more negative responses you're going to get, but also the more positive responses you're going to get. It's really that simple. And believe me, there were like 100 times I felt like giving up, but I kept telling myself that literally the next DM I sent could land me my dream offer. And that's what kept me going. Honestly, if you want it bad enough, you are going to get addicted to sending those outreach messages. Now that we've got the cringy tactics out of the way, let me show you how my students are landing offers hand over fist. So the first thing you want to do is train your Instagram account or your Facebook account to feed you a bunch of people that are selling high ticket programs. You basically want your Explore page to be filled with side hustle related accounts and business owners. Whenever you follow one of those side hustle related accounts, it's actually going to put a drop down list of other accounts that are really similar to it. So you should definitely follow and engage with those accounts as well, because that's literally a cheat code. And eventually you're going to have those accounts fed to you on a silver platter. Obviously, you should double check to make sure that they're selling coaching or a mentorship or a mastermind, and the way to do that is normally they're going to have a link in their bio which says apply for coaching below. As I said before, honestly, not that many people are trying with their outreach messages, so it's really never been easier to set yourself apart from those people. You actually just need to try a teensy bit to put yourself a whole mile apart from the competition. You can also take this a step further by sending voice messages or by sending a selfie video. Honestly, I never did that because I was really shy when I first started, but it'll definitely help. But I really recommend adding some personalization to these messages, whether it's just mentioning their name or mentioning something about one of the videos that they posted that you really resonated with. But please do not write them a love letter. Don't write them a college essay. Just keep it brief and not too needy. I learned that the hard way. By the way, I actually give students in my mentorship access to opportunities from my personal network all the time. So if that's something that kind of interests you, then click the link in the description below. Now it's your lucky day because I'm going to give you access to the exact script that I have been gatekeeping exclusively only for students that have been in my mentorship. This is the same one that I have used to land all my jobs over the past year and a half. I'm actually kind of shocked that I haven't seen this all over the internet yet. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. Obviously, this goes without saying, you do have to follow the person and then like a few of their posts. Then I personally like to comment on one of the posts saying check DMs or check DMs, I have a question about your program. This kind of just ensures that your message doesn't get lost. I know it sounds annoying, but it works every time. Okay, so here's the exact DM. So message number 1 is going to be, hey, I've been following you for a while now and I absolutely love your content. 2, you're gonna state your purpose. So I would ask something along the lines of, I was wondering if you had a closer or an appointment setter working for you right now. And last but not least, I'd love to chat to see if we'd be a good fit. I think you'll be surprised by my level of experience. Literally, this script got me so many job offers when I had 0 experience. I mean, maybe because I kind of said they would be surprised by my level of experience. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, like, yes, it's a little cheeky, but technically, I didn't lie. But I am gonna put this out there. Don't send something like that if you're not ready to be on an interview and actually be questioned. Now, I'd recommend using this right now because pretty soon everybody's gonna catch on and so will the business owners. Okay, so now just a few final words of advice. You do have to get used to the no's and the rude responses because that will happen, but that's normal. Because all it takes is one yes and you'll be making thousands of dollars from your cell phone. Honestly, don't stress out about looking annoying at all, because at the end of the day, the people that you're reaching out to, they don't know who you are either. I mean, think about it. Even if you come across as the most annoying person in the world, what is the worst thing that can happen? Maybe you get blocked, but that's the absolute worst case scenario. But if you're using the framework I just gave you, then honestly, that really should not happen, because you are leading with value then. Now you're not allowed to procrastinate anymore because you literally have everything that you need to get your first remote closing job. If after watching this you still feel a little bit unsure or you feel like you need extra accountability, I am taking on a few more students that I will personally mentor and handhold you to making 5 to 10K every month. With this, you'll have direct access to me and my community full of like-minded people. So if you're somebody that feels like you need that extra hand-holding, then I'm gonna leave the application link in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.